Well, we're standing outside the Church of St. Francis, where Vasco De Gama was eventually buried in about 1524. But he was the man that actually not discovered India, but opened up the spice route round the Cape of Good Hope to India. I think before he managed to open up this sailing route, the spice route was controlled completely by Venice and the Venetians, and they were able to tax anybody that took the overland route to India. So they were really keen to find another way that was they could get their trade and spices and silk from India back to Europe. And he actually took a very similar route to us. He went from Portugal down to in the region of Cape Town, stopped in southern Africa, and then he made his way up the east coast of Africa to the sort of almost to Somalia, modern Somalia, and then he took the route across from Somalia to here, and opened up the trade routes, which flourished for the next 200 years between Europe and India. So that was a pretty major step in our maritime history, and he was, very much known as one of the forefathers of navigation. I think it's always interesting to find out about these characters and what they've done and how navigation evolved. And I think it's particularly interesting. There's still lessons that we can learn from what they did. He was a very famous navigator, but he made mistakes as well. When he first came here, it took him 28 days to sail from Africa to India, and when he left, against the advice of the locals who told him that the trade winds were blowing the wrong way, it took him almost 140 days to sail back, and half his crew died. So I think it's very interesting. There's lessons we can all learn there. I think we're very lucky these days to have, obviously we've got GPS, 6 or 7 GPS on the boat, and the navigator doesn't have to concentrate on where he is, but more what the weather's doing and on where we're going. Back in Vasco De Gama's day, he had very limited resources. He probably didn't have any charts. He was trying to find India on the rumour that there was a passage to India around the bottom of the Cape of Good Hope. He was navigating solely on the sun and the stars using a sextant. And although we do still carry a sextant and tables on board the boat, I'm hoping that we never have to get them out during this race.